Elspeth conquers deaths and so forth.
Well, it looks like I got a little bit to bring you here of our final match in the quarterfinals between Jonathan Hobbs playing Bant Ramp and Burke Elçi playing Jund Sacrifice. It looks like Hobbs has what feels to be a decent advantage insofar as there's a lot of lands on the battlefield, and there are a few good cards in hand, though it is worth noting that Elspeth Conquers Death is pretty blank at this exact moment. It's turned back on now with the Woestrider that'll be escaped from the graveyard, so there'll be something for the powerful white enchantment to do. And there is the incredibly powerful Teferi Time Raveler as the draw step. Hobbs is going to escape an Earl. That's going to resolve, so how about a little life, a little card draw, and do we want to put Hallowed Fountain or Forest onto the battlefield?
So it can still cast Elspeth Conquers Death this turn if he wants it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Insofar as, do you actually, want to cast it on this Woestrider, or is there something better down the road, something like a Mayhem Devil type card? I'm not entirely sure the answer to that question.
Well, I think you also just want to be efficient in spending your mana and just keeping kind of the card advantage rolling downhill a little bit. And your alternative play here is a Teferi, which doesn't amount to a whole lot.
Yeah, not the best Teferi we've ever seen. So here's ECD. And that's going to take care of the Woestrider. But first, we're going to sacrifice a kitty cat to scry. So the top card's going to become the bottom card. And then I'm going to sacrifice the goat. Let's see what happens with this card. That top card becomes the bottom card. So mystery card coming. And we'll find out in a moment, because that Woestrider and Cauldron Familiar that you see at the top, those are actually the cards that are in Burke's graveyard. They're not actually in the hand. The draw was a basic forest. How exciting.
I'm presuming no answer here to Euro, which gonna make it really hard to keep up.
There's a Hallowed Fountain untapped. Cauldron Familiar going to do what Cauldron Familiar does against creatures that don't have trample, which is to chump block it. And then here is everyone's favorite and new 2-mana green creature, possibly coming on down.
Yeah, I think that's the question here.
Like
do you want to just do Krasis for all your mana, or Dol plus a Krasis?
We got that one answered. It looks like Krasis is going to be X equals 6, so going to gain some life here, draw some cards. Play a land, and you got to like that turn if you're Hobbs. You used all of your mana. You did basically everything you could in that turn, and for Burke, he's drawn another land here in a Stomping Ground, and I'm not a... Look, if Bol's Citadel's still in the deck at all, it's going to have to be that. And now there's a Teferi.
Yeah, from here, you just want to be focused on winning the game as quickly as possible. At 16, going up to 19 here from this Euro attack, don't have to really worry about getting burned out by anything.
Yeah, there are 2 Bowl Citadel in the main. Doesn't look like any additional in the sideboard here for Burke Elçi. Here comes Teferi. this one's the one that we're used to here, and the Time Raveler. Looks like wants to bounce a witch's oven. So Cauldron Familiar will say, you know what? I'm going to eat a food. Come on back up to the battlefield. Then sack the Cauldron Familiar to the oven, since it hasn't been bounced yet. And now that's back to the grip. Card drawn is a Temple of Plenty. Temple will come down pre-combat, help control the draw from Uro that appears to be inevitably coming. Top card goes to the bottom there in Fabled Passage. This is I have to say, Patrick, this is a very Jonathan Hobbs deck. We know he likes these kind of strategies quite a bit.
A lot of mana, a lot of options, a lot of cantrips.
I wouldn't say that it has his signature card. When I think of Hobbs, I think of Frilled Mystic a little bit. I'm really enjoying that card, but the colors of Bant appear to be something that he really enjoys. And though young, did qualify for the Players' Championship last year and has showed a real prowess for playing these kind of Hallowed Fountain or Breeding Pool based strategies, which this deck certainly is.
Yeah, tempo decks.
Yeah,
you want to call them that? We're going to see the rare good game, don't concede.
Duress. There you are. Hello. Here's my hand.
Yeah, if your opponent good games you and then plays on, I think all bets are off with what you're allowed to emote. Got it.
And now the oven is back. There's no quit here. No surrender. That is it, folks. Jonathan Hobbs is going to win this game and match. 2-1. Did you have fun in the match, John Hobbs? I think you have to click yes on the smiley face there to close things out. Very, very fun. He's going to move on to our semifinals. And that means we are going to take a short break here because we got to get Ryan Overturf and Todd Anderson back into the booth for their final match of the weekend. So we're going to take a short break, get our semifinals all set up for you, and then we're going to watch some more Magic unfold as we work towards crowning a champion here of our second championship qualifier, on the SCG Tour. See you soon.